So it's been strange because people haven't been allowed to come, and then they got slowly back into coming, and then the rules change again, don't they? And nobody really knows what they're allowed to do and what they're supposed to do. And then we've had 2 storms, and then it's winter, and it's it's a bad time of year, isn't it? Really. But the people that do come are friendly and often up for teaching new people games, etc. And then we've also got a Facebook group called Mighty Lancer Gamers, where people organise games with other people. So if you put on there like, I really want to learn how to do this, is anybody around that can help me out? There's normally someone who'll go, yep, I'll come down and help you out. It's a nice community. Yeah.
Yeah, we try. We're very trying.
You are very trying. I'm back. What have I missed? Moxie, you missed us telling everybody how awesome you are. We were just talking about late night gaming on Thursdays and Fridays, and how the winter hours will come into force in the new year. I don't know how long you've been gone, but basically that. And then my phone just told me that we were live, even though we'd been live for ages. And then I muttered about that for a bit. So basically, Moxie, what you've missed is me muttering about stuff. That's what you've missed. Me just chuntering on about stuff. J-Star put in the Discord, it was cold, and the Oranger is cold, because I have been in the shop today and not in here, and there was no heating on. And I said it was cold. And then I said that I've got lots of layers on, which I have. And Moxie says, you need a dressing gown on as well. Now that's maybe what one of us is wearing. Yeah. Would you like to guess which one? It's not me.
Yeah, it looks like a hoodie, doesn't it? It's cool.
Nope, it's a dressing gown.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Oh, Sharon, your old lady looks cool. I like the colours.
I can't see it, you have to show us.
You have to look on Discord. I should encourage you to look on Discord more. You should get a smack bum for not looking on Discord enough.
Right, drink the rest of my cold coffee.
I'll have to make it another one.
And then, so I'm going to...
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. It looks good, Sharon. Well, I always like all your stuff, you know that. Genuinely like all your stuff, not just say garden. Tra la 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 la, starting to sound like a weird stalker now, gonna shut up.
Right, I'm just going to lay her down for a moment while I find the flesh wash. Could I have some ripened flesh shade?
Yes, so sir. There you go, sweetie pie.
Thank you. So we're going to use some Citadel Ripeland Flesh Shade, which is my flesh shade of choice, just to give her a little bit of a tone. And then I can't see it on there. I got the... Excuse me, I do apologise, everybody. Such a grenade. I want the Skeleton Horde contrast paint. I can't see it.
I don't have any of those.
No.
Can't help you out.
I might have to go and have a look for it in the drawer. Moxie's redeemed a hydrate. I've still got some coffee, so.
Cold coffee hydrates.
Cold coffee hydrates. Bear with me a moment, everybody, while I just have a look in this drawer.
Bear with. Tra-la-la, I'm painting it out there, but you can't see it. Tra-la-la-la-la.
There we go. Skeleton Horde. So we're going to
Did
use...
everyone get to see your lovely dressing gown then?
Did you?
I don't know.
Good job I'm wearing trousers, eh?
It's a good job you've actually got clothes on underneath, yes. And it is just keeping you warm.
Right.
What was that? Is that you?
No.
Your phone making daft noises.
That's something happening at the shop. Hopefully they've not left the radios on again.
Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? When they accidentally leave the shop radio on at the shop when we leave, and then the security cameras pick up the noise, and it constantly tells us that there's noise at the shop, and it's just somebody talking on the radio.
Make it shorter for the reading.
What's that?
Yeah, oh no.
What was that?
That was terrible. That was
I
terrible.
don't know. What was it?
It's because it's a band called Do Me Bad Things, and they have a song called Make It Shorter for the Radio, and it just popped into my head. And then I said it out loud.
Okay. Maybe the cold's getting to you.
Yeah, maybe.
It is very, very cold in the shop, though, isn't it? You've all got your coats on. I mean, that's how cold it is. If you come into the shop and you think everyone's being not very professional wearing their coats, it's just because it's really cold. We have looked at many solutions to try and get some heat in the place, but there's no gas and everything is very expensive. We have little heaters, but they just, because it's so big, it's pointless, really.
Yeah.
It is just like blowing hot air on somebody from a distance. But we are still looking at solutions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and look at some tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's also because we rent. There's other areas that we have to abide with, etc. Because it's not our building. And then if we ever left, and you have to think to yourself, don't you? Well, how much money do we really want to sink into a building that's not ours? That if we leave, then we can't take that with us. We have no plans to leave, but I'm sure you all know by now that I'm quite tight, and those thoughts always enter my head, don't they?
Yeah. Yep.
So that might be another job for, with the reduced opening hours, fixing these things.
Yeah, getting some heating.
And some heating sorted. As if it's Thursday tomorrow already.
I know.
What happened there?
Crazy.
Tony's back.
It's because we've had lay-ins for a couple of days.
Yeah,
we've been spoilt.
Genuinely lazy. But that's because you haven't been very well.
Yeah.
And your body's telling you that you actually just need some rest, please. You should always listen to it. And then I'll just sleep forever. I'm just extremely lazy. Unless you wake me up, then I'll just sleep. And like I always used to say to my mum, who used to complain about the fact that all I do is sleep, is I don't know what time it is because I'm asleep. So you can't shout at me for not waking up until 11 or whatever, because I don't know what time it is.
So I'm going to use some contrast skeleton horde just on the skull on the top of her head. And I'm using this just to over the top of that tusk ivory, just to give this skull a bit more of a natural looking colour.
So she's quite an intricately detailed miniature, isn't she?
She is.
But we can't really see on the screen.
Probably for the best.
So can you describe her to us so that we know what you're painting, what you're doing?
Yeah. So she is a like a druidic priestess, shaman type looking figure. She's a female character carrying a dagger, like a sacrificial dagger type thing. She's got a deer skull on top of her head with its antlers. She's wearing a cloak of moss and feathers. She's got like nice red hair. She's wearing some greaves on her legs, sandals. It's quite cool, funky. Don't know. Definitely prefer how she looks now to how she looked last week. I can zoom in on my iPad and it's looking awesome. Thanks, Moxie.
That's really funny that Moxie can zoom in on his iPad, but I can't zoom in and I'm in control of the actual camera. That's as much as the camera zooms in.
So I'm going to use some umber brown. Just a tiny little bit of umber brown here.
We need to rig up better things, don't we? We need to move your face camera to the other side and then rig up some kind of suspended camera bungee thing.
Yeah. The only problem with moving that camera is on a Tuesday when you have the camera over there.
Oh yeah, it won't reach.
It won't reach.
Ah, boo.
We'll have to have another camera.
Oh no, does that mean you've zoomed in too, Sharon? Everyone's zooming in. Oh yeah, I can zoom in on my phone. Oh look, Moxie, you've taught us all something. We can all zoom in on you. Zoom in, everybody.
No.
Yeah, that's funny. Moxie's teaching. So you'll have to hold her up and show us and then we can all zoom in super close.
No, because then you'll be able to see how rubbish she looks.
I'll give her there.
Because she's just really basic at the moment.
Well, you've just got some base colours on. I don't think anybody's expecting miracles from a base coat. Nobody's expecting miracles, are they? No, we're not. There you go, you see? Is there a zoom out for when the horror brush comes out? You won't use the horror brush today, have you?
Nope, not today. Right. There you go. You said I had to hold her up.
But sweetheart, I know, but I didn't know you were going to. Do it just then, did I? Yeah. Oh, I can't. You're waving it around too much, you can't focus. There. What's that look like, everybody?
It looks like that. It looks terrible at the moment.
But can you see his face camera? That's how close the camera is, but it does look miles away. Doesn't it? Can't zoom in on the big telly, but I have a big friendly button that says collapse. Wonder what happens if I press that. If you collapse on the floor, Tony, then just give us a shout. We'll come around and pick you up. Hey, Wicked D. Sharon says it looks lovely, my darling.
Thank you.
Can't get her back in focus now.
No. Right, so I'm going to put a little bit of gold on. We're going to do that, and then we're going to apply some shading.
Hey, and we saw your glasses. See, that's how close the camera is. Like that view of his top of his head, then. But it's just it doesn't zoom in.
Now, do I want to do it gold? Or shall I do it more copper to keep it in with the kind of muted tones?
Yes, I think a muted tone rather than a bright gold.
Okay, so we're not actually going to use copper, we're going to use rust, which is a much better copper colour.
How are you doing, Wicked D?
Oh, hang on. I can't put that on there, can I?
Gizmo's been at the shop today. Been at the shop today with the puppy, helping do the stock take.
Going to use little Mrs. Palette.
Oh, she'll know.
I know.
Meh zooms it up. That's no good, is it? Is that work meh or just meh? I did see the boss as I was leaving the shop.
Yeah, it looked like he was giving people a lift down.
I was giving his daughter a lift down. I don't know who the other person was. Couldn't really tell. I didn't go over and say hello though. I'd have probably frightened him. Since how it was dark and we were all dressed in black. I'd have probably scared him if I'd have gone over. Wicked D's probably thinking you should have gone and scared him. It would have been funny. And Gizmo was being a bit of a kite at that point because King Street's got lots of dog smells. So it was going all over the place to have a sniff, wasn't it?
Yeah. I waved, but I don't think he was paying attention.
Well, he can't see very well. It would have been funny. Well, it probably would have been funny, but I didn't. I didn't. Are you like having a Christmas party this year? Are you in charge of Christmas party shenanigans? No Christmas party. Really? Not even in the office pizza? Why are you not having a party? You just not be bothered with all the restrictions. Everybody'd rather see their family. It's weird, isn't it? Because you think, oh, we should have a party, it's an office. But then they're always rubbish anyway. I don't think we've ever been to a good office party. There's always something wrong, like the food's not very good, or you get sat next to that one person in the office that you don't like. Got to go. Moxie says, great stream as always, take care. See you next time. Thank you very much, Moxie. It's great to see you.
I liked it when we went to...
I'm fine with them too, Sharon. Sorry?
I liked it when we went to the casino.
Yeah, but you like casinos. All that meant was that you ate your food at my work's Christmas party and then left me. I mean, you might as well have just not been there. And you weren't the only partner that did that. There was a few disgruntled wives and girlfriends going, well, that was fun.
But you're all there together.
Yeah, but when you work in the office, you see them all the time anyway. Yeah. I think some of them were a bit more upset about the amount of money that some of their partners were spending. I knew that you'd disappear, so it was fine. I knew that was going to happen. You like playing poker, don't you? Yeah. And casino-y things.
It's not an everyday occurrence, is it?
No, that's what I mean. It's not like you do it all the time, so when you get the opportunity, why not?
Yeah.
Whereas I don't, because I don't like spending money. So, I mean, I didn't even want to spend the free chips that we got. I wanted to cash them in, but... I know, I'm terrible. You married me, you know what I'm like.
Right. And then she's going to have a metal dagger. So. Put my other thing away. Need to put it on there.
Alright, Chuntable.
Yeah, I'm absolutely fine.
Good.
So, as I have said before, I like to use Vallejo Model Air metallics because they are really, really thin and smooth with good coverage. Brush paint them on. Really good. Excellent through the airbrush as well, but I do like to use them for brush painting. So this one is silver. So I know I normally use steel for metals, but I'm going to go with the silver this time around.
You alright?
Yeah. Yeah. It's got this like curved, sacrificially looking dagger thing going on here.
You said we need to put a new order into Moonstone, didn't you? Because we'd sold out of a few bits and pieces.
Yeah, we've run out of a couple of things already, so yeah, we need to order a couple of things.
If anybody's listening and they think, oh, I really want one of them, shout up.
Yeah, let us know so we can add it.
Try and get the things in that you need. I still haven't added all the Northumbrian Tin Soldier yet because I've been to the shop today. but I will do eventually, honest.
Yeah, you've got some dice to add.
Oh, it's not added all them dice, not added the original dice yet, and we've got some more now. Don't mention the dice.
Need some blisters. Need to chase them.
Yes. That's why I haven't added them. Because there's no blisters to put them in. Honest gov. I mean, I'm sure that, if people won't do the dice, they probably won't be bothered if they're in a blister or not. Probably just take them out. But we like to hang them up in the shop now.
Yeah. We've got some of the little boxes, the little plastic boxes that we've packaged them in before.
Oh yeah, but they're not as good for displaying though.
No.
Like little towers, little.
Yeah. So we just paint that tiny little pommel on her dagger there. And then we'll paint the handle a different colour.
So, all the detail that's on this lady that you're painting, is there anything that you've noticed that you hadn't noticed before you started painting her? It's like, oh wow, there's a thing there or whatever.
There's like a little face on her brooch. In fact, I'm going to do that with the copper colour. Now you mentioned it, it's reminded me. There's a little face like a brooch on the fastener on her cloak, which I couldn't make out what it was before, but it looks like a tiny little face.
Like a green man or something.
No, actually, it looks like a little Buddha face, but I'm sure it's not a Buddha face.
And they are packed with detail.
Yeah, and there's a couple of rings on her belt there. They can be coppery colour as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash most of the mini with a couple of washes. And then I'm going to leave her until next week.
Oh.
Because it's 9 o'clock already.
Of course it is. I don't know what to do with the inside of this wig. What do you think?
You don't know what to do on the inside?
Yeah, so I've done the outside, like
They
those kind of colours.
They look awesome.
But then I don't know what to do on the inside.
Doesn't that look absolute?
It's only blue tacked on. If it drops, it's fine. Just don't drop it in your paint.
It looks.
Thanks, Sharon.
Absolutely awesome.
But I don't know
See you
what to
later.
do on the inside. Oh dear.
I don't know.
Can you see I've just like not painted the inside?
Yeah. I don't know what to suggest. Do owls have the same colour on the inside and the outside of their plumage?
I don't know. I don't think an owl's particularly the colour I've painted it anyway, is it?
I don't know. I think it looks quite like eagle owl colourings to me, from my memory of seeing them when we were been at the thing. Right. I'm going to go for some null oil, and we're going to thin it slightly, and I'm going to apply that over the mini. So I'm going to get some null oil on here. Good old GW null oil, and then I'm going to thin it down.
So what are you thinning it down with and why?
Just thin it down with a bit of water because I don't want it to be really, really dark. I just want it to add a little bit of tone. So I'm going to do it over her skirt and the leather satchel thing that she's got there. So we're going to go over that, and we're going to go over the green on the cloak with it. And the inside of that cloak. which I've missed. I've missed this whole bit there.
What's silly?
Yeah, I missed that whole area. And then her dagger, that's got to be a go over. So I normally I've got a Null Noil Agrax Earthshade mix, which I would normally use for something like this, but I figure, not particularly I want to try something different, but I just wanted it to be more a pure dark rather than being like a muddy kind of colour, if that makes sense. So we'll do it on that blue as well. Null Noil. Talent in a bottle. You know what they say? Instant shader. So I'm not going to do it on her hair. We're going to go with a more brown wash on her hair to give that a little bit of. Yeah. Right. So that's that. And then, where's my brown? Yeah, so we're going to use the Reichland Flesh Shader. Just neat out of the bottle. I thinned it for her skin, but we're going to use it neat out of the bottle on her hair. With some nice auburn locks. Reaper do a couple of different hair triads, and I was thinking about maybe picking a couple of those up, but doing different hair colours on
what
human
colours
figures.
What colours do they have in their triads? What are they?
There are colours out of the other range, but they like put them together as three that you would use together.
No, sorry, sweetheart. I mean, do they just do like a blonde and a brown, or do they do reds and stuff?
So there's a blonde hair triad, and there's a fair hair triad, and a red hair triad, and things like that. So it's it mixes other colours. So you get like one set of paints to upload. One set of paints to cover a certain colour, shall we say. Right, and then we're going to use some classic Citadel Wash Thraka Green. And I'm just going to apply this to her top here, because the Hunter Green is pretty bright. So we're just going to apply a bit of this Thraka Green over this nice bright green top she's got on. Just to tone that down ever so slightly. There we go. And then that'll do for today.
Are you going to show us?
Yeah. So she's still a bit wet, so hopefully you can see what's going on. She's a little bit shiny while it dries. So there we go. She is absolutely packed with detail. If you can see on her skirt there, there's like she's got a satchel and there's all sorts of charms and things hanging off her. We've still got all those to paint and what have you. And then so we're going to highlight. Thanks everyone for all your lovely comments. So this is what we're going to work from. We're going to lighten all these colours up, get a lot more of the smaller detail picked out when we carry on working on her next week. Thank you. So yeah, still very basic at the moment, but she's going to get a lot more detailed. So pretty good. I'm going to put her over here, out of the way, and forget about her until next week. So just show you quickly. This is how my ghost turned out yesterday. That's how we finished up with Lurienne even, who is so pale. Oh, there we go. That's better. So, sorry. So she's got like this. So more of a vampire than a ghost. My depiction here. So she's got this like lovely red into purple shift going on with her purple corset. And then I'll need to do her hair, so her hair is going to be like have a couple of streaks of white going through it. So she's going to be a beautiful vampire to attack some PCs.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well, you need to be higher level before you face a vampire.
Maybe not in the place that we're in now.
Yeah, maybe not in the place that you're in now. Our Pathfinder group are currently in a submerged level of a dungeon. So, and you're all having super fun, aren't you? With the crabs and the other bits and pieces that are in there. So, yeah, I think we call it a night there.
Are you playing the game on stream?
Might have a go, yeah, maybe.
So you might be back on stream playing Battlefield.
Might be back on stream a bit later on, playing a bit of Battlefield.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see how we get on once I've had a coffee and stuff. Thanks everyone for joining us. On what we've decided is on Sunday, or what I've decided, we briefly touched on it yesterday. On Sunday, we're going to have a go at Elder Scrolls Online. And I've no idea what's involved in creating characters and other bits and pieces. So we're hoping that anybody that joins us in chat can have some input into character generation and stuff. So that will hopefully be pretty cool. So if you join us at 4 on Sunday. In fact, you're not going to be here, are you?
Well, no, but Little Miss is going to be there.
Yeah, it'll be. I know, but you won't be there to operate the computer and stuff.
But you are quite capable of operating the computer.
I know. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. So yeah, that's the plan. Thank you everybody for joining us this evening. Yeah, we might be back later. We'll see how tired I am. Yeah, cool. So 4 o'clock Sunday. Skyrim Sunday will not be Skyrim, it'll be Elder Scrolls Online, hopefully. And then
it won't be that rubbish Day of the Tentacle.
Definitely won't be Day of the Tentacle. And I will be more awake this week, I promise. Because I've got over my cold mostly. And then back next Monday we'll be painting some more of Maldrakar. Let's have a quick. Look, his head's just fallen off again. So this is how Maldrakar's currently looking. So blue head, white head.
I really like the white head as a blue head.
Yeah, it's coming out. So this needs a little bit more highlighting, and this needs highlighting up to white. So this blue is the blue that I really wanted for in the recesses, and then the edges of the scales will be white, so it'll look white. So that's turning out just as I wanted it. So we'll be working back on this and a bit more of the rest of the dragon on Monday. Tuesday, haven't decided what I'm painting yet. Might do some Space Marines. And then next Wednesday we'll be back to Kalista. Cool. So thanks everybody. See you all around. Hopefully we'll see you on our next streams, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Bye.